I'll wait to see if people come in. I'm trying to get the hang of this more soon. Let me put this maybe in front of the light. Could be helpful. I have like a monitor on my computer. Okay, let me see, y'all. I'm technologically not the strongest, so I'm learning. I'm working on it. Oh, I can see people in the chat. Okay, hey guys, hello. Let me get it all set up because I'm also going live on Twitch. Soon I won't have, hopefully, all these little hiccups and stuff as I'm like starting the live, but you know, that's what makes it real, because it's just me. Angels is not here today, by the way. Oh wait, why is the live from my computer? Okay, let me see. I'm gonna pull up the chat so that I can read what you guys say. Okay, hang on, y'all. I just got back from the Harry Potter Broadway play. They did a premiere with Tom Felton, who was Draco Malfoy in the movie. And I just saw him. It was so cool. One sec, y'all. I will trust and believe. All the tea is coming. Just figuring this out. Angels is busy today, so I was going to see if I could have some other friends come. No one could come today. So I was like, why don't I just come on here and gossip with you guys? And I was like, I like to spill tea with my friends. You guys are my friends now at this point, so I'm going to spill the tea. Let me just see, how do I get this working? Okay, I think this is on here. I'm gonna go live on Twitch, and then I'm gonna tell you guys. So a lot of people don't know. I feel like one of the things that people ask me, oh, I love your hair, thank you so much. One of the things that people ask me quite often is like what it's like doing social media full time, and specifically being around like other creators and stuff. I was like, maybe I should spill some tea because I've lived in New York a while. I also lived in LA for some time. So I did get some tea. Sorry, y'all. I'm setting this up on my computer still. Don't worry. One sec. I did a red carpet today, so that's why my makeup is all done. It actually stayed pretty good. I did this morning, and it actually stayed on. So I'm trying to learn how to get better at hair and makeup. That's another thing. You know, these people spend like $500. That's like minimum on hair and makeup. A lot of creators for glam. I'm like, I don't have the budget for that. So I'm just trying to learn how to do it myself. So that's, you know, I feel like every time I get a little better at doing it. And yeah, for this to last, I did this at like 11 a.m. and it's nighttime. Okay, let me see if I could set up streaming on my computer. I have 2 of my drinks right here. This is, every time like my dad came over and he's like, what is that you're drinking? It's electrolyte water. It's BCAAs. I don't know if it actually does anything or it's just a placebo, but for me, it works, okay? Like I feel less sore in the gym. Oh wait, my phone is right behind my camera. So I'm trying to stream from my phone and my camera. Okay, let me start streaming. Whew, this is not for the weak who don't know how to work a computer. Oh, you like the filter videos? Thank you. What's your favorite workout? I like doing pull day. So that's when I do my back and my biceps. And pull day, I'm in there doing pull-ups. Last time, is this working? Hello? Last time I was in the gym doing pull-ups, a trainer asked me if I was a bodybuilder. And I've never been so flattered. Oh, I am live. Okay, let me see if I can get the chat to just be like up and running. Okay, I think I have the chat room. I'm gonna get into the tea soon, so get ready. Okay, and also feel free to ask me any questions. Hi, Okie Queen. Feel free to ask me any questions. I'm just in a tea spilling mood. My other drink this is a black cherry soda, but it's caffeine free, which I try to drink when it's like later at night. What's this called? Double fisting? Is that what that's called, or am I saying something inappropriate? You made it alive. Yay, thank you, Nicole. Thank you. Oh my gosh, about the makeup. Yes, this is what, oh wait, my phone is blocking on the camera. Yeah, there's the red carpet makeup for see. Tom Felton is fine. He had the Draco wig on, and I was like, why am I into this? That little ponytail, it was doing things to me. Hi, Serena. Hi. Okay. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to spill the tea. So ask me anything. Let me think of. I feel like I have so much tea. Like, oh, I guess one thing that could be like a misconception, actually, that I feel like a lot of people think is that people think that all to become like an influencer that you have to be rich, or that all influencers are rich, and that's, well, I was gonna say it's so far from the truth. It's not fully far from the truth, but it's not, I feel like, what people think. So first of all, in terms of like, you don't have to be rich to be an influencer. I feel like a lot of the lifestyle people, a lot of them are, because they started off doing hauls of all this crazy stuff, and that's how they do it. But you don't necessarily, like, when I got started making videos, I was in college, but they had just sent us home from COVID, so I was living at my parents' house, literally doing nothing, and I would just film random videos in my room, or like do embarrassing stuff, honestly, and get views that way. Like, there was no hauls or anything like that. I would just act a little crazy, and that's that. But then in terms of like, I feel like a lot of creators and even like celebrities and stuff try to portray looking rich online when they aren't actually. And that's a huge thing. Like, I remember there were some people I met when I first went out to LA that were like, oh yeah, I only shop at Louis Vuitton, Hermes, blah, 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 whatever. And they literally blew all their money. Like, they have no money left because they were trying so hard to like keep up a certain appearance. But it wasn't like, they weren't actually being smart with their money and investing, and they were just like, they were getting a lot from brand deals, but spending. And so I feel like a lot of it is like people trying to put an appearance of something online, but then there's not actually like to back it up. So me personally, I don't really like, obviously I want to, look nice when I go to things, but like I said, like, I'm not paying $500 to get my hair and makeup done for an event. I'll just do it myself. Yes, it may not be as good, but why would I pay $500? Like, if I had an extra $500, I would put that into savings or retirement account or something. You know what I mean? But yeah, so if there's any specific tea you want to know, let me know. But yeah, I know, oh my gosh, there were actually a lot of people like this, but one person in particular used to always brag about how much money they had, and literally every time I saw them was showing up with a new designer thing, being like, look what I bought. And then they were like, oh yeah, now it's time to pay taxes, and I don't have any money to pay my taxes. I was like, so what happened with all that designer stuff? Like, what are you talking about? People are asking, where's your friend? Angels unfortunately could not make it today, so hopefully she will be back. She'll be back this week soon for the next stream, but I'm trying to stream at least twice a week still. So sometimes I'll bring in other friends. Like last time I brought in Sarah one time when Angels couldn't make it. I'm trying to bring in different friends, but not even. Oh, someone said that I look like the actress Elizabeth Banks. Am I wrong? Is that Effie from the Hunger Games? Because I literally have that on my TV paused right now in the background. That's crazy. I love the Hunger Games. That's like one of the best movies. I'm starting to brainstorm now for Halloween next year, and I think that I want to do Katniss as there's so many good Katniss costumes. So I was watching Catching Fire actually, and I think her costume from that. Or I might do Twilight, because people do tell me that I look like, oh my gosh, somebody followed on Twitch. Yay, thank you. Guys, I'm trying to be a Twitch streamer, so I could be like, those people that are like, hey chat, like, what's up chat? You should try to bring Alyssa in one time. I would love that. If I can ever drag her into the city, I will force her to be on the stream. I'm sure she will. Are you live somewhere else too? Twitch and YouTube, but I focus on the Twitch chat first. So that's why I'm trying to tell YouTube people to get on Twitch. But I just have a bunch of cameras and computers set up right here because some are monitors. So I'm learning what to look at. I feel like I look at the wrong cameras and stuff sometimes. But yeah. Someone said I look like Sofia Vergara. Oh my gosh, I wish. She is so beautiful. Guys, don't lie to me. Please don't lie to me. I'm gonna get a big head. So many people have been telling me that I look like Margot Robbie ever since I went blonde. And I'm like, don't let me get a big head, because then sometimes I'll tell people that when people will be like, oh, is there any celebrity people tell you look like I said Margot Robbie? And some people will laugh at me. And some people are like, no, I see it. But yeah. Was I in Raven's home? No. People are asking if I'm friends with Liz. I don't know if you mean Liz. If you're talking about Alyssa, yes, we are still friends. We were on a trip together. What was it, like last week? A week or 2 weeks ago? And it was really fun. They said that I look like Elizabeth Banks. I've literally never gotten that before. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Drag her in to see your apartment once you're done furnishing. I will. Oh my God, I have to burp. I'm sorry. If I ever do finish furnishing it, I'm working on my part. I did order a couch. I'm gonna have, so this couch, you guys probably can't really see it. It is tiny. It is like 4 feet, because my old apartment was literally a shoebox. This is what it's like living in New York, okay? I moved into this apartment. It was not this one, my other one before this. It was like $2,000 something a month, which is a lot, but I was like, okay, for New York, for a building with really good security and stuff, I'll do it. It's fine. It's like really hard, honestly, to get good prices nowadays in New York. It's crazy. I was there within 2 years. They raised the rent on my apartment to $4,000. I was like, $4,000 a month is already so much money. And it was like a shoebox apartment. Like, it was nice. I'll give them that. It was actually nice, because I have lived in some like really disgusting apartments before. This one was super nice, but it was so small. And they raised the price to $4,000. So I emailed them and I was like, hey, you know, can we talk about this? Like, I always pay my rent on time, whatever, but it's crazy that in the span of 2 years, it went from $2,000 something to $4,000. And I'm not getting anything extra from it. Like, what? Why? I realized these shorts are really short. Sorry. And they were like, no, we're not even open to negotiating the rent at all. And I got so mad. Like, one thing about me, I've worked on it, but I can get angry. I got so mad. I was like, you know what? Screw you. The next day I went to this one random apartment and I toured it, and it was bigger and less money. And I said, okay, here, take my deposit. I'm signing, because I'm done with these other people. And I'm like, yeah, good luck trying to find someone to pay $4,000 for the shoebox. They literally filled the spot the next day. What sucker is paying $4,000 for a shoebox? Let me know. Let me know. But yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so thirsty. Oh, yay. Thank you guys for following me on Twitch. We hit 154 followers. I'm trying to hit 200. Let's hit 200 soon. I wanted to hit 250 by the end of the month. We'll see how it goes. But what's going on? Oh, you do look like Margot Robbie. Thank you. What are you drinking? Oh, so these are my 2 drinks. This is Extend BCAAs, blue raspberry ice. And then I have, this is Zevia. It's like a stevia, if you don't mind that as a sweetener, stevia black cherry soda. But I drink these if it's like late at night, because it doesn't have caffeine. During the day, I have a bunch of like regular sodas. I love soda, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm just super thirsty because I was out all day and I didn't want to have to pee. Oh my God, I had to pee during the show, but the line was so long. And I was like trying to not have to pee too bad during the show so I could focus. But yeah. Where was I going with this? Yeah, so anyways, so that's why I ended up in this apartment, because they raised my rent to $4,000. I was like, I'm not paying $4,000, especially for a shoebox. So this apartment I'm in now is bigger. It's not big, but like it feels big to me, because like my first apartment back in New York, I lived in a 1-bedroom with 3 people. So to me, this feels huge. Like, probably to anyone not in New York, they'd be like, oh, it's a tiny apartment. To me, it feels huge, and it's cheaper than the other one, so I'm happy. And now I'm furnishing it. But anyway, because I was in that tiny shoebox, that's why I got this little 4-foot couch. But I'm like, now I have space for a bigger couch, and I want one that people could actually sleep on, so that my friends could come and visit, my brother could come and stay. So I ordered a bigger couch. It's like 7 feet. It's also blue, but it's like a dark blue, and it looks super comfy. I was on there with the customer service agent. What's the comfiest couch that you have? And that's what I want, and they helped me find it. So it's supposed to come in like a month or something. So I'll show you guys when I get it done. I finally got my first piece of furniture. I'm trying to not flash anybody. I can't show it in front of the camera. Oh, yeah, there's no way without messing it up. I got stools because, again, I don't have space for a dining room table. Oh, you could kind of see it in the camera a little. I don't have space for a dining room table. So I have a counter and I got 2 stools to put on the counter. So now I could have someone over to eat. But yeah, I really need to get my apartment done because it's getting so embarrassing having people over and having no furniture. So the first step is the living room. I'm gonna get my new couch. I'm gonna get a rug, and then we'll have like an even better setup for the live stream once I have the couch. Cause then I got one of those couches with the chaise thing. Oh, I'm gonna feel like a queen on there. The chaise thing. I can lay out my legs, all of that. Would you ever move from New York City in those tiny apartments? I don't think so. New York is so my vibe. I just love it. I like that I could go downstairs. I see like 10 people I know. Like, I know the people at the different coffee shops. I know the people at my gym, like whatever. And I just walk and I see everyone and I run it. One thing about New York is like, what, 8 million people or something? I'm telling you, I run into people I know all the time. Like random friends, people I went to school with. Like one time I was in Central Park on a Sunday in the summer. That's where everyone in New York goes. It's literally tons of people everywhere. How did I run into one of my best friends from college? It just happened to be just walking by each other in the path. I'm like, what are you doing here? But I run into people all the time. It's so crazy. The other thing, I feel like you run into like a lot of celebrities here. I'm really bad at facial recognition, so I don't always notice. But sometimes I do. Like oh my God, I was at the movies. This was maybe a month ago. And I was with my friend Sarah. And when we went to the bathroom at one point, I'm like, dude, I think that's Adam Lambert from like American Idol and stuff here at the movie. She's like, there's no way. So you just have bad facial recognition. Like you probably just thought that he was wearing really good makeup, but there's no way that's Adam Lambert. I'm like, I really think so. Like I remember calling in and voting him for American Idol. I'm like, it looks like him. But I was like, I guess she's right. I always think people look like alike and they don't. And guess what? Then we realized it actually was him. So that's cool. And people, like when one of my friends came to visit me, she's like, guess who I saw in the taxi on the way here? I was like, who? She's like, Tom Holland from Spider-Man. What? That happens all the time. It's so crazy. But I also feel like celebrities, I don't know how to explain it. They look different in person. Not even different, but I'm always like, are you them? Like, I feel like I never know exactly for sure. Like even the other day when I saw Ariana Greenblatt, I was like, I think she's shorter than me. And I'm pretty short. I'm like 5 feet tall. So I was like, oh, is that her? Yeah. So I don't, 155 followers on Twitch. Yay. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay. So another thing about like influencer tea, the way that people really are cloud chasers, like not everyone, but a lot of people. And I remember one time this was like early on, I went to this dinner. It had like a bunch of influencers. And I wasn't doing this full time yet because again, like it's not like a job where you have a paycheck and stuff. It's kind of inconsistent. And that's why I got into like personal finance and investing because it was stressful for me to not have like a regular paycheck. And I'm like, I need to at least have some sort of plan. Anyway, so now I've figured out things a little more where if this makes sense, like I spread out, even if I get paid a certain amount, I don't give myself that. I just give myself the same amount of money every 2 weeks to pay my rent and my bills. Like let's say if 1 month I might get some extra, it's like, yeah, but then I might have some months where I get a very low amount. So I need to make sure that it kind of stays consistent. But anyways, at the time I had like a couple million followers, right? But I was still like very new to this and I wasn't like comfortable yet trying to do it full time. So I also had a job at the gym. Because when I first moved to New York, besides doing social media, I had 3 other part-time jobs. And I worked like insane hours and just did that because again, like I wasn't making consistent money off this. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't like still getting in debt or anything. Anyways, so at this point, what I had left was my job at the gym because I really liked this super nice gym and I wasn't trying to pay for it. So I kept my job at the gym. That way I still got a paycheck every 2 weeks and I got my gym for free. And like I told people, like anyone who asked, I was like, yeah, I work at the gym. I also do social media, whatever. So there were some people I knew at this dinner that it was like influencers, brands, whatever. And so I'm speaking to someone from the brand and they're asking me, they're like, oh, so you're a creator, right? Like whatever, blah, 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 talking to me about it. And this other creator interrupts and goes, oh no, she just works at the gym. She just works at the gym. Okay, thank you so much. First of all, were they talking to you? No, they were talking to me. Thank you. And like, it was just the weirdest thing. Like this was a person who had like a really big following online. And I'm like, why are you interrupting like someone talking to me to try to tell them that I'm not a creator? Like just cause I also have another job doesn't mean I'm not a creator. You know what I mean? But then I've heard a lot of instances from other people about this person being rude to them. So I guess they're just rude to everyone. But that's another thing too. Like a lot of times I don't know. Sometimes there's some people who you meet and they are exactly the same as they are online, and then sometimes you meet people and they're the complete opposite. What was that noise? I'm like super paranoid. That scared me. Okay, So like there were used to be some people that I would be like obsessed with them, and I would be like, oh my god, I love their videos. They seem like really cool, really chill. Like they just seem like they don't care about anything. They just do their own thing. Like I like when people just really are themselves and they don't care about what other people think. Like they just do their own thing. Like I think that is so cool, right? So there were some people who I had that little like parasocial thing going on with them online, right? And then I would meet them in person, and I'm like, this person is nothing like their videos. Oh, you know what is the craziest one, actually? So there was this person that I had seen their videos, and I was like, oh, they seem super cool and chill, whatever. I end up meeting them at a party. And I was surprised because a lot of times people are like kind of in LA, like in the influencer thing. Sometimes people are kind of distant until they wait to see like if you have followers or like who you know or whatever before they even bother trying to talk to you. It's so weird. So, but anyway, this girl, I met her and she was super nice right away. And I was like, oh, this is refreshing. Like, this is a nice change. Someone actually just being kind, you know? And it was like she wanted to be my friend right away. Like, we started hanging out every day. She would like pick me up, driving me places, whatever. And we had a lot of fun. And I would not say that we were ever like very close because I didn't stay in LA that long, but we hung out like quite a bit of times, like one-on-one, me and this girl. And anyways, I end up moving out, whatever. I go back like, I don't know, maybe a year later or whatever, out to California another time, and I actually see this girl like from across the way at this party, and I was like, oh, let me go say hi, you know, we used to be friends, whatever. And she she literally was like, oh, thank you so much for being a fan of my videos. I was like, wait, what? Like, we used to hang out, like, you don't remember me? And then like I think it finally clicked, and she still had no interest in talking to me. She was like, oh yeah, okay, bye. And I was like, that's weird, because she used to really try to be my friend, but then she was just like, I don't know. Then I found out after that she was only trying to be my friend because I was friends with this guy that she liked. So she was trying to be my friend just so that she could come over, because she knew this guy and his friend group would be over a lot. I was like, oh, okay, there we go. That makes sense. Someone asked, are you a big influencer on other social media? Basically, on my social media, oh, I feel like this is about to sound like, I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying because if people are asking. So I got started, no, okay, my first ever social media I made was my YouTube. I made that in high school. And I really didn't have a lot of followers on there when I started. People in my school used to like put the videos up. You know when they had those like smart boards in the classrooms? People would put my videos up on there like before, after class, and just have like everyone laugh at me and like call me ugly and stupid and whatever. And it was mortifying. So I would take some breaks because sometimes I'd be like, I don't care, say whatever you want. And I would keep going, and then sometimes I would get too embarrassed and quit. And so I was just always on and off with YouTube. I think at one point I did get it to like 10,000 subscribers, which was cool. And then I was never really consistent with social media for a while. And then basically what happened was I was in school, in business school, and our year was the first year to have like a social media class in school. And in the class, as part of the project, we had to post videos, like according to the schedule every day. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna post on TikTok, right? And this is crazy. Like my videos, they were doing like not that great. Like they would never get pushed out on the For You page. But my one best friend from high school, he is a really good singer. We were in choir together. I am not. And we were going to go on American Idol. We thought it would be really fun if we did the audition. And he's actually good. And I was going to go on and be super, super bad. I thought it would be funny. And that way we would get on TV. And we just want to be on TV as like a joke, you know, Bessie's on TV. We thought it would be so funny. So we're there, we get like accepted to do the audition. We're in the Zoom, because this is during COVID time, like waiting for them to let us in, and they never let us in, even when it's our turn to audition. And I was so mad because like I just really want to be on TV because I thought it would be funny. So I was like, whatever, I'm gonna record the song I was gonna do anyway and like act like I'm serious. I did Selfish by Madison Beer, and I was like, if anyone knows the Selfish challenge, and I did it so bad, I'm like, don't know why I look the other way. I'm sorry. For everyone's ears, I'm so sorry. So I did that. I posted that on TikTok. Literally within a week, it had like over 5 million views. I was like, this is insane. This is really insane. And this is when I'm home, like just living with my parents during COVID, so bored. And I was like, you know what? I have to post anyway for my project. Let me just keep doing this. And so I would upload these like bad singing videos. I think I posted like 10 a day. and it was really blowing up. And so the first one that I really blew up on was TikTok. Like I got 1 million followers within a few months because I was just bam, bam, bam. There was nothing to do. It was literally COVID. Literally the whole day I would wake up and until nighttime, I have my classes online for school. But it wasn't much because I didn't have to actually go in person to class. And so I would just all day long post videos and keep posting. And then, yes, that was the first main one. And then after a while I was like, okay, I don't want to just do this one platform. So then I started doing YouTube. I've been focusing a lot on in the past year, and so we did hit 1 million subscribers on there, which is so exciting. Oh, that reminds me, my dad's in town. I want him to hang up my plaque. I got my plaque. I didn't even open it yet because I want to do a whole video like unboxing it and my dad hanging it up. But yeah, so I'm trying to post on everything. I don't know. I just love making videos. I always made videos even when I was a kid. Like, I'll just make videos with my friends, make them. Like, even if I got no money from this or anything, I would still do it. I mean, yeah, even, you know, when I was in school and I had like 20 followers, I would still post videos every week. Like, I would stay up until 4 a.m. editing. I'd be like, I need to get this up. I said I was going to post on this day. I'm going to get it up on that day. So, just always want to do it. Someone said, what's your favorite famous person you've met? I always, like, forget. But I have randomly gotten to meet a lot of famous people, which is cool. And that's another thing I noticed. Like, the actual, like, the more famous someone is, usually the nicer they are. Oh my God, I have to burp. I'm sorry. Like, the more A-list people, they're actually super nice and humble. And then it's like these random influencers who want to have the biggest ego and try to act like they're better than you and show off and stuff. It's crazy. But probably the most famous, I would say, is Gigi Hadid, which was super cool. When she has this clothing line, it's called Guest in Residence. It's like sweaters and knitwear and stuff like that. And basically, when she was first launching it in New York, they invited like some creators to go in and shop and meet her and stuff. And so she was there, Yolanda, her mom was there. And like, I've been a fan of Gigi for so long, Bella too, but Bella wasn't there. I'd been a fan of her for so long. I think it was like the day before or something. Someone was like, oh, do you want to come? Like, I can get you into this. I was like, heck yes, please. So I went there, I got to shop with Gigi, we got to talk for a little bit, and she was so nice. Literally one of the nicest people I've ever met. And she's so famous, like, you know what I mean? And then you meet some random, like, influencer and they want to act like, oh, they can't talk to anyone, they can't take photos, whatever. It's like, so weird. Okay. I'm trying to think who else. I met Renee Rapp a couple times. She's really nice because she was one of my favorite singers. And it's crazy because I went to Coachella. I went one time. And so it was my first time ever going. I didn't know what to expect. And I was like, Renee was performing. I was like, I want to meet Renee Rapp. That's like my goal for Coachella weekend. Okay. And so this is actually crazy. I feel like I manifested it. The first day, Coachella's like, it's like a weekend, right? Like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So the first day, it's Friday of Coachella. And the headliner was Lana Del Rey. So we're not in, artist is like the top VIP section. Like you have to be an artist or know someone or like be famous to get in there. We don't have that. We have like regular VIP, which is still good, but it's like most like super famous people and stuff are in artists. So we didn't think we were gonna see anyone in VIP. We're in VIP, it's like dark, people have their blankets out, they're about to watch Lana. And I'm with my friend Alyssa and I'm like, oh my God, I look up, I'm like, Renee Rapp is right in front of us. She's like, she's not here in the middle of like the lawn. Like all you can see is like the blonde hair up. And I'm like, no, I'm telling you that's her. Like I would know her anywhere. But yeah, so and she's like, there's no way. And I'm like, look. And then she has sunglasses and it was dark. So I think she didn't want to be seen. And she was with Toa, her girlfriend. So I was like, yeah, look, that's definitely her. And I tried to say something, like I was so shy. I'm still shy now, but I was even more shy then. And I went like really quietly. I was like, excuse me. And she didn't hear me. And then she started walking away and I was like, I don't want to bother her. Like, I really don't think she's in the mood to be talked to right now because she has like the glasses on. And I'm like, I'm sure she would have, you know, talked to me if I said something, but I just didn't want to bother her. So I'm like, oh man, I hope I run into her again. The whole night I'm like, should I have said something? Whatever, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the next day we're going from party to party, like getting just different wristbands from my friend, whatever, and just going to different parties. And then one of the parties ended up being for Renee's record label. And then everyone wanted to go to another party and I'm like, wait, I kind of want to just stay here all day. Now I sound like a crazy person. Okay, I swear I'm chill. I'm chill. So I was like, I kind of want to just stay here at this party to see if I can meet her. And my friend Alyssa was like, okay, I know you really want to meet her, so I'll stay here with you just in case you go. And we kept seeing random people like Benny Blanco. We kept running into there too. I didn't talk to him though. And then finally, my friend, as a joke, she goes to the bathroom, she comes back, she's like, Renee's here. I'm like, oh my God. And then she's like, no, I'm just kidding, whatever. And then, like a few seconds later, she's like, wait, Renee's here. I'm like, haha, very funny. She's like, no, she's actually here. Like, I was joking the first time, but I think I actually just saw her. I'm like, what? So we happened to be in the section, like right by the front door, and it was her there with Toa. And so Renee, like people were talking to her right away, her friends. I didn't want to bother her, but I saw Toa, like an opportunity to talk to her, and I saw her perform in New York before too. So I just went up to her. I was like, hey, I saw your show in New York. It was so cool, whatever. And she was super nice. And then like, of course, Renee ends up going back by Toa while I'm talking to her. So then I talked to Renee. She was really nice too. So I feel like I manifested it. But yeah, I met her another time too at another like show taping thing. She doesn't know me, but that's cool. I got to meet her and she was nice. So you never know. Sometimes you meet people and they end up being nice. Sometimes they don't. You never know. Oh, someone said they've never been in a live with an influencer, that it's cool interacting with people. Oh yeah, wait, this is awesome. I really love live streaming, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to stream like doing stuff in the city because I think that would be like a lot of fun. I still like to do the girls' night thing at home, like with my friend Angels, and we can do stuff, but I do think it would be really fun. Like yesterday I went axe throwing. I was like, oh my gosh, imagine doing that on live or different things like that. So I think someone said, who's the rudest one you've met? I'm trying to think. I've definitely had rude ones. I'm trying to think. I feel like, honestly, of rude ones, I feel like I can't. Most of the ones that are popping in my head, I can't say because I'm like, I know I'm going to run into these people again and I don't want to make it awkward. Was there anyone? I'm trying to think. There's definitely been some people who like everyone says it's rude and then I've met them and been like, oh yeah, they're rude, but now I can't think of it. But yeah, do you like, so wait, oh, I've been following your lives and you haven't noticed. Hi, Amelia. I'm sorry I didn't see before. But yeah, anyways, but if there's any other tea, I'm trying to think of someone who was rude. Why can't I think of it? But there's definitely been rude times, but yeah. Yeah. One, I did find annoying was one time there was, and I'm not going to say who it is because this will get me in trouble, but one time when I was staying in an Airbnb in LA with a lot of people, I had like my room and I was packing up to leave. I had a flight back to Florida to get my nose job. And so I'm there and I had a bunch of stuff in my room and I think this is, actually this is like a famous person. I'm not spilling the tea because I'm not trying to start drama. But for reference, this is like a famous reality TV person. You might be able to guess who it is. Like a dating show reality TV person, and they were hooking up with an influencer in my room, which I would have been like whatever because it's not like my actual room, it's an Airbnb, whatever. But they locked the door and I couldn't get myself, like I used to do all those singing videos and my mic was locked in that room and they were hooking up and I couldn't get it because I had to fly back to Florida. So that was pretty funny. Yeah, but yeah, I heard so many crazy things, like especially out in LA. Like there was one person who I overheard them. It was like a guy influencer saying that they were only dating this girl who's another girl influencer because their videos together got more views. I was like, is this insane? Like I was like, I thought that was like a parody, like a joke thing that people make fun of people for, but I was like, oh no, there's people actually like this. That's so crazy to me. Yeah, I kind of want to do polls with you guys. I wanted to do topics, but I was like, I don't know what things, like usually I like to have my friends and we do like the different opinions, but I want to know what you guys think about certain topics and stuff like that. Okay, one thing I want to talk about, my friends and I were talking about this. What do you guys think? And I'm gonna learn how to do polls on here next time. I'm sorry. Okay, do you think that it's okay to go through your partner's phone? Like, what do you guys think? Do you think it's that's acceptable to do? Have you ever done it? Have you ever gone through your partner's phone? You know what else I want to do? Let me know if you think it's a good idea. I want to get a phone number set up where you guys could call and leave a voicemail and I could give advice with my friends. Like, but yeah, what do you guys think? Have you ever been through someone's phone? And do you think it's okay? I've heard this saying where it's like, if you go through someone's phone, you're always going to find something you don't like, which is probably true. But I'm like, dang, does that mean everybody is doing something shady? I don't know. And I'm like, the reason I wouldn't want someone going through mine is because I Google embarrassing stuff all the time. I'm like, that's what I wouldn't want people seeing. And like, I have some friends who like, oh, they're like, while their partner's sleeping, they'll go through the phone and stuff. Like, I haven't done that because I would feel bad. Because if someone did that to me, like, I really wouldn't like it. So, I try to treat people how I want to be treated. But what I will do, if I do get suspicious, I'll sit there in front of them and say, open your phone and, like, open Snapchat or open your text or whatever. And if they won't do that, I'm like, okay, well, that's, the no answer is an answer. Like, I know then that you're doing something shady. And we're good here. But yeah, someone says that there should never be a time where you're upset unless you're doing wrong. I think even if I'm not doing something wrong, it could really be an invasion of privacy to go through someone's phone though. Like, a lot of times I don't have something necessarily wrong, but let's say maybe I'm texting my mom about like, something with my period or something. And I'm like, I don't, I'm not doing anything bad or shady, but it's like, maybe I don't want them to see all these details of stuff, that I would talk to my mom about, it's like that. But if someone said, hey, I'm feeling like, a certain type of way about something, would you mind just showing me, like your DMs or whatever? I would open it and show them. That's fine. But I would not want someone like taking my phone and smiling through it. That's very weird to me. I literally could hear someone singing through the apartment wall. That is crazy. Okay. Wait, let me pull up because I looked up before some stuff, like topics that I wanted to talk about. Okay. Do you guys think, what's the wildest DM you have ever gotten? I've gotten some weird ones. One, it's really funny. This guy, like a public figure type person who would hit on me all the time, and I didn't answer their DMs. And then I think they forgot that they hit on me, and they when they were messaging my friend, and then they messaged me asking me to set them up with my friend. I'm like, oh, so you just trying for everybody out here. But yeah, okay, let me look at these juicy questions, unless you guys have questions for me. Is girl code a real thing? I think if it's your actual friends, yes, I'm always gonna put my friends first. But I do think sometimes like people claim girl code. They use girl code to like call dibs over someone. Like, I remember in college, I knew these girls, and there was this new guy. There were not that many guys like at my school. My school was like mostly a lot of girls and stuff. And so like the few guys would be seeing like so many of the girls at a time. And this new guy moved into my school, and like a lot of people were trying to talk to him. And they were like, oh, I saw him first. I get dibs, this and that, whatever. And I was like, okay, I mean, if there's literally only a handful of like straight guys in the school, you can't put your claims on them. If nothing ever happened, it's one thing if you dated them and you're like, yeah, I don't want anyone dating my ex. But it's like, just because you made eye contact, you don't get to say, oh, that's girl code, that's dibs. I don't know. But yeah, what do you guys think? You think people could call? You think it's okay to call dibs? If one of my actual friends liked someone though, I would never go for them. What's the next one? Is jealousy among friends normal or a red flag? What do you guys think? I think jealousy in general is a normal thing, but I think like part of being a mature person is just being able to like identify those feelings and just kind of talking through it. Like there's all different levels of jealousy, and I think it's okay to feel it for a little, but you don't want it to like get into deep envy stuff, because it's just not worth it. And one thing, the older I've gotten, is like I don't get jealous of anyone, because it's like, yeah, they might have something that you want, there's probably a lot of things in their life that you wouldn't want. And the older you get, like I I used to be so jealous of some people. I'm like, wow, some people, their lives seem so easy, like they're rich and they have no problems and this and that and whatever. And then I realized, I'm like, oh, just sometimes you just don't see certain things. And sometimes I've had people that I was close friends with like for years, where like I would find out years later about something that they were dealing with, and I'm like, wow, we were close and I had no idea what you were going through at the time. And so sometimes there are some things that people literally don't even share, and so you might think you know everything going on in someone's life, but even like the people closest to you, there might be some things you don't know. And the older I've gotten, the more people I've met and more I've learned about people, and I'm like, this is only the stuff that's been revealed to me. So that's why I never get jealous of people now, because I'm like, you really don't know what else is happening in their life behind closed doors. You know what I mean? And like, even, I don't know, sometimes a lot of people are like, oh, this person's rich, so whatever. It's like, yeah, but that doesn't, you know, there are some things, of course, you know, there's different privileges, but just someone might online seem like their life is really great and they're rich, but, or even sometimes there's people like in marriages and it could look like they're rich, but their spouse is like financially abusive and this person can't even go and buy something from the grocery store without their permission. Like, you know what I mean? Appearances never really show. And so that's why I'm like, I'm never gonna sit there and be jealous of someone else, because I really don't know their whole life situation. And that's what helps me. And also I feel like just because someone else, oh yay, we got another Twitch follower, yay, thank you. Just because someone else has something doesn't mean that you can't have it. You know what I mean? Like, there's room for a lot of success with people, and instead of me seeing someone accomplish something and be like, oh man, I wish that was me, I'm like, oh, that means it's possible, and if they could do it, why can't I do it too? You know what I mean? Like, I just try to use that type of stuff as inspiration, if that makes sense. And so with my friends, like, I've definitely had those friendships before where I didn't even want it to be like that. But you know, sometimes it starts to feel like you're almost in competition or something. Like, I really don't like those type of friendships. I think there's space for everyone to win, and sometimes different people's wins happen at different times. But I think if you can really 100% be supportive of your friends, then you all help bring each other up. Like, I have so many friends, even now with what I do, like, there's been some times where opportunities have come my way and people have been like, do you want to work with this brand? Do you want this opportunity? And I've been like, you know what? This is great. I don't really think it's fully like aligns with me, but I have a friend who's like really obsessed with this, so I think you should work with them. And then I'll tell them my friend's name and be like, you should work with this person, they're really obsessed with it. And then I'll give opportunities to my friends do the same to me. And you're not even doing it just to get something back, you're just doing it because you want to help your friends. And so I always try to, if I can think of a way to get opportunities for my friends or give their name to someone that could help them, I always try to do that. And that'd be regardless if I ever got anything out of it. But then of course my friends do the same for me, and it's just like a win-win for everybody, because everyone wants to see each other win. And I think that's the best type of friendships that you can have. But yeah, I drank all my electrolyte water. I think it's because I'm talking so much. My mouth is getting dry. I'm like, I need to... I'll have some soda. But what do you guys think? I do think that jealousy still can happen sometimes. But yeah, I just talk to myself. Anytime I feel that little bit, I'm like, okay, it's okay. You know, you probably have, like when I tell myself, you probably have things that other people are jealous of. Like, you know, no one can have everything. That's the thing too. Okay, let me see if there's any other juicy topics to talk about. Oh, someone says, is it normal to outgrow your friend group as you get older? I think that could definitely happen. I used to be upset when like people I was friends with for a long time, I felt like we started drifting apart and whatever. But I think that's just a normal thing. Some people you grow with together, some people, you know, maybe they kind of stay in the same place and whatever. And one thing I've learned, I used to like hold all my friends to super high standards, which not that you shouldn't, but I think sometimes when you get older, you realize, you know, maybe different friends are for different things. Like I've noticed, I was thinking about, you know, one friend who I had who isn't very supportive of like what I do for work. And I was like, should I even still be friends with this person? Like, I don't know, that kind of makes me feel bad. But I'm like, well, you know what? This person, if I ever like needed anything, they would help me. You know what I mean? And so it's like, not everyone is perfect, and the friends that I'm like most aligned with in morals and values, like those are the people I'm closest with. But there are some friends where it's like, yeah, maybe I don't agree with everything they do, but in a lot of ways they are a good person, so I can still be friends with them, and maybe I don't count or on them the same way or have the same expectations or as close or hang out as much. Or it's like, some people, like, maybe I'm never gonna have a deep conversation with them, but they are a good time and they're nice and we have fun hanging out. Okay, we can just go hang out and have fun. Like, I don't need to expect every single person to be like a top level friend. That's just how it is, I feel like. And I think a really big thing, like, what's interesting, because when people talk about like, can money buy happiness or not, which I feel like, well, honestly, like the people who say it can't buy happiness, it's like, well, if you have certain basic needs, then yes, like money would solve a lot of problems. But after a certain point, it doesn't. And I think that once you have like needs met and stuff, I really think that one of the most important things that brings happiness is like community. And my friends and I talk about that a lot. And I think, I hear a lot of people are like, I don't have friends, which it sucks. Like I've been in that place too. And I think when you do have like a community of people, the one thing is like, you have to inconvenience yourself. They say the price of community is inconvenience. So like, sometimes maybe I don't want to get up in the morning and go help my friend move. But it's like, that's what you do if you want a community, and then they'll be there if you need, you can count on them to help you with things too. So if that makes sense. So my friends and I, like a lot of my close friends, we actually do talk about this, and we say, we do place a value on community. And so we're always there to help each other with different things if someone needs something. And that's how you build really strong, I think, long-lasting friendships, and because you share the same value. But yeah, I like how I was looking up like juicy questions, and then I get it up into these deep talks where I'm like, the purpose of life is community. What the heck? This was just what happened. And have you has a crush? Sorry, did I read that wrong? Do you have a crush? Is that what it is? Yeah, actually. I actually have a couple right now, if we're being honest. I don't know. Okay, so growing up, I was never really that person that had crushes. Like, I never had crushes in school. I didn't really have my first crush until I got to college. So I just don't have them that much. But right now I have a couple. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I feel like a crush, I heard someone say this, a crush is a lack of information. Because then, once you get to know someone or they do something weird or give you the ick, you might lose the crush. Do you guys have a crush right now? I want to know. Do you have a crush? I wonder, the polls haven't really been working, but do you have a crush? And what do you do when you have a crush? Oh, but yeah, the poll's not working. When you have a crush, like, do you approach them, or do you wait, or do you try to give them like a signal, like a little eye contact, a little smize, to try to get their attention? Like, what do you do? Me, personally, my old strategy was to act like they didn't exist. And I wonder why this wouldn't work for me. I wouldn't speak to them. I wouldn't even make eye contact with them. I would just hope that they would come knock on my door and show up. This sounds crazy. I'm like, what did I expect would happen? I literally wouldn't even look at them. I'd be like, let's say if my crush was over here, I'd be like this. And I would maybe make like a quick little side eye contact. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, why are they not getting my signals? Like, what? But yeah. So, I keep forgetting I'm out of water. I'll just get some after the stream. So now I think I'm gonna just be a little more forward. I'm like, why not? What's the harm? Life is short. And I feel like before I used to, now I'm not even scared of rejection, like in any way. Like in work, in crushes and whatever. Like before I used to be so scared of like a crush rejecting me, but now I'm like, oh no, it's kind of a good thing, because I don't want someone who's not interested in me. So if they're like, oh no, I don't like you in that way, I'm like, okay, at least I got that information. Now I know you're done. Okay, let me find someone else. Like, it's actually kind of good to get rejected, because at least then now like, not to waste any more time on this person. So I don't know. What do you guys do? Do you approach people? Or are you guys on the apps? And do you have any apps that you recommend that you think work better or whatever? Someone said I'm a pro at being rejected. Yeah, I think that's a really good skill to have. And also, like, to not take it personally. You never know. Like, let's say you go on a first date with someone and you think it went well, and then they never hit you back up. It could be that the date went bad, or maybe they got back with their ex. Like, you know what I mean? And it wouldn't even matter, even if the date went well. They have this ex with so much history and whatever. If they got back together, it wouldn't even matter if you had a good first date. They're probably not going to give up on that for you. So then it's like, you know, it's nothing personal. You learn more. Oh, hi, Jack. You learn more from rejection than acceptance. I agree. Same thing with failure. I used to be so scared of failure. I wouldn't try things. I wouldn't even like to try new hobbies because I'd be like, oh my God, it's so embarrassing. It's embarrassing to be bad at things, which is so untrue. It's good to fail. Like, you really learn from failure and making mistakes. Like, I feel like I've learned so much doing things and failing and embarrassing myself, but then I learned, you know, like what works, how to get better at things, how to improve. And so now I'm not afraid of failing at all because I'm like, oh, okay, like the next step is just you keep going through failures and you learn more and more and more, and then it's not going to be a failure. It's going to be a success. So again, it's the same thing where like, oh, if your crushes reject you, it just is bringing you closer and closer to someone who it's going to work out with. Same thing with like work or hobbies or whatever. You keep failing. Every failure, you're learning more and more. That's just part of the learning process. It's actually bringing you closer to doing well and succeeding. You know what I mean? Did you ever text the wrong person? Oh my God, you know what's the worst thing? When you take a screenshot of a text and you mean to send it to your friend and you accidentally send it to the person that you take the screenshot of. I've definitely done that before. And I don't even know how you recover from that. It's so bad. But yeah. Any other tea you guys want to know? Do you know the drama with Natalie and Brooke? No, I don't know who that is. Someone fill me in. I love drama. I love drama so much. I was talking with this to my grandma, and she was saying how she was thinking maybe she should have been like a therapist. She really gets all the tea out of people, and I'm like, yeah, honestly, I would love to have talking to people, getting the tea, finding out about the, you know, affairs, the drama stuff going on. Cause I'm very nosy. Like you know, these therapists, I was thinking about getting a therapist and then I see the price tag. I'm like, you know, that's okay. I'll just talk to the wall. That's not a thing against therapy. It's just, you know, I have bad insurance. So right now is not the time. I think it's very good to get therapy. But me, if I were a therapist, no, I'm just joking. But I'm like, I would be someone's therapist for free just to get the tea. Like, there's nothing I love more in life than getting the tea. Like, I've told some of my friends, I'm like, I will pay you to let me spy on this date. If they're like meeting up with like an ex that there's a lot of lore, I'm like, I would literally pay money to eavesdrop on this conversation. I just love the tea. And at least I admit it. I hate the people who are like, oh, I don't like gossip, I don't like drama. Really? Really? People who say that, I'm suspicious of you. Because you know you like drama. Why are you lying? At least I'm honest. I don't like to like start drama, but like if I hear about things, I want to know. Someone said I would never want to be rich. Okay, so if you ever get a lot of money and you're rich, you could just give it to me. I'll take it from you. No, I'm just kidding. I would, but I feel like if I was rich, well, you know, there's different levels of rich. Like first, which would be nice, would just be like enough to then not worry. Like, cause you know, even if you have a good amount of savings, like one hospital visit or something could literally wipe it out the way stuff is. So I feel like a certain level of rich where you wouldn't have to be stressed about that would be nice. But then if you get into the super rich category, at that point, then I would just want to go into like philanthropy and figure out, okay, how can I use this to like donate in the best way possible? What do you think of drama with Natalie Reynolds and Brooke Monk? I have no idea. Could someone fill me in on the drama? I want to know. I like drama. Yeah. I do love drama. What can I say? I don't like to start it. I find myself in it. I try to get out of it. Someone said, is being chronically online ruining real life dating? Honestly, I think a little bit because I feel like online, it does really pit. I guess if you're just talking about like men and women, obviously I know there's like all genders can date, but just in terms of that, that's what I see in the algorithm a lot of like it being really divisive. And like I feel like there's so many dudes out here I hear talking about like, oh, girls are gold diggers, and it's like, first of all, do you even have a job? Like, what do you mean, who's stealing your gold? And then like a lot of girls are like, oh, I'm not going with a man if he's not paying for this, and it just feels like a divide and everyone's not on the same page. And then I feel like the content people are fed like just fuels that. But yeah, so I don't know. I do think it makes it worse. I think it makes people make like a lot of assumptions about other people instead of getting to know them and just seeing them for who they are. Let's see. Let me see if there's any other tea questions. If you guys have any other tea you want to know. What are some other ones on here? Is delusion actually the key to getting what you want? Yes. Yes, I think it is. Because when I was young, I was like 12 years old, and I was like, I'm gonna be a YouTuber. And everyone, literally all my friends and my family were like, what are you talking about? Like, I think at the time it wasn't even really a job, like maybe a few people. And everyone was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm telling you, I feel it. Like, this is what I'm gonna do. And I think I made videos for 9 years before I ever even got any like money from it. But I just stuck with that delusion, and it worked. And so I was delusional for 9 years straight. But imagine I was not even delusional, and I tried a couple years and was like, oh no, like I wouldn't be where I am now. I think it's not just delusion. It's like the same thing that people say about manifestation, where I think it's good. I think because in order to accomplish something, you have to believe you can do it. Because if you don't believe you could do it, of course you're not going to be able to. But just manifesting or just delusion isn't going to make something happen. So it's like a combination of, you have to fully believe that you can do it. And then secondly, you have to do every single thing you possibly can to make it happen. And try and don't give up. That's what I think it is. So like, that's me. Like, was I a little bit delusional to think that I was going to be able to like make videos and whatever and do this for a career? Yes, it was delusional, but I believed it. And that's what kept me, the delusions, what kept me pushing for 9 years. But I was actually doing what needed to be done, which is 9 years of learning how to film, edit, all that stuff. And I still can't figure out how to go live for the first 5 minutes until I get figured out, which is so funny. But yeah. Okay, let me see if there's any other tea questions, or if you guys have any. Thank you so much for subscribing. But yeah, if you guys have any other tea questions that you want to know. Oh, someone says, is the natural look coming back? Is it real or just rebranded filler and surgeries? I think people are always going to keep getting stuff done, especially the more and more that people are on camera, because now, like with Zoom and everything, people are just always seeing themselves, seeing their reflection more than ever before. And especially that inverted camera is not doing anybody any favors, okay? That's me. That's what I'm looking at myself right now. But where was I going with this? Yeah, so I think people are still going to get stuff done. But I do think it's cool. Like, I think it is going to be cooler to be like more unique looking. Because I feel like a lot of people get work done. They all get work done and then they look the same. And there's no unique look. I think it's cool when, you know, when people look different. But who am I to talk? Me with the filler. But yeah. Oh, someone said, have you ever blocked another influencer? I don't think I've blocked anyone. I'm trying to think. No, I don't think so. Unless I found like their videos very offensive, then I would block. But yeah. Someone said, another feminist. What is wrong with being a feminist? Feminist just means you want equal rights. Is that a bad thing? I'm glad I look like a feminist then. Okay. But yeah, let's see if there's any other tea questions. Oh, the rise of parasocial relationships. Are they harmless? I think in most cases it's harmless. I myself have a lot of parasocial relationships with celebrities and some influencers who don't know I exist, and I watch their videos and I'm like, oh, in my head we're best friends. I think it just can't cross a line, you know, like you don't want to be showing up at someone's house or like something that breaks a boundary. But I think just, you know, feeling like you relate to someone and whatever, I think that's totally normal. Like I have, you know, I always have creators that I like to watch that I'm like, oh, I feel like they give really good advice. I feel like we would be friends if we met. I think that's cool. Come on guys, let's hit 160 followers on Twitch, please. That would be so awesome, because that way I could tell Angels when she comes back for the next stream. And that's always the first chat that I look at to answer questions. But yeah, does anyone have I really want water, but I don't want to get up. Does anyone have any more juicy questions? I awkwardly pretend to trip. Is that what you do for your crush? Oh, my chat was lagging. My BFF and ex are dating. I don't know what to do. Me and my BFF have been friends for 9 years. I think your friend dating your ex, that's like a crazy thing to do, in my opinion. Like, you know, there's different levels to the girl code, and like if you have a crush and whatever. I think that if, especially your best friend, not just like a friend acquaintance, I would never date any of my friends' exes. And I think it's almost like there's a switch in your brain that you don't even let go there. Like, if I meet someone that's my friend's boyfriend or my friend ex, like, I'm not even opening my brain to look at them in that way. I'm just like, oh, I just think of them as like, oh, that's my friend's boyfriend or that's my friend's ex. I don't think of them in that way. But, you know, some people move differently. I would say, I know that really, really sucks. But I would find new friends because that's not really best friend behavior. It's giving pick me. Someone said, that's trash if your BFF is dating your ex. That shows they took notice while you both were dating. Yeah, exactly. I did have, not a BFF, but I did have a friend date an ex before. And it was just very awkward. I feel like it's just uncomfortable. Someone said body tea. Thank you. Thank you for subbing. One time, my uncle cheated on my aunt with a dude. How did they find this out? Like, did somebody walk in? I want to know. See, me always wanting to know the drama. Which I'm sorry that your aunt got cheated on. But yeah, did you ever get jealous? For me, no, because a lot of my exes like to lie and say they broke up with me. None of my exes have ever broken up with me. I've always broken up with them. So it's always been like where I'm like, yeah, I think this relationship is done. Like, I don't want to be with them anymore. But I do still think it's uncomfortable for them to date an ex. Like, especially if one of my best friends was dating. Even any of my exes now, like, I wouldn't get back with them. But if one of my best friends started dating them, it would just be so weird to me. I'd be like, you know all the stuff that went on and you still want to date this man. Like, what? But yeah. Oh, when my wife left, the friend started hitting on her. That's crazy. There's a lot of people like that. Like, they'll just wait until you break up and they'll slide in. They don't care who's friends or not. I couldn't go and date your friends after dating you. That's crazy. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's just so weird. And I feel like it's weirder for them. Like, for me, I'm like, yeah, it's weird. I would not want to be with someone who dated my friend first, because then you can never, like, get it out of your head. Oh, happy birthday, Glam Glow. You just can't break girl code. Exactly. Somebody walked in on them. My aunt divorced him and is in a relationship with a man who actually loves her, though. So happy ending. Okay, so I'm glad that she found someone who was not cheating on her. So that's good. And now she has her happy ending. Nice. Oh, we got 157 followers on Twitch. Come on, let's hit 160, please. So I could, what do you mean, what are you doing? So I could surprise angels. Come on, with 160. Someone said, my best friend at the time of my second wife slept with her while pregnant with my kids. I'm trying to, like, process, you know, the lines, like, you know when you watch a detective show and they have the lines of people to people, I start getting confused when we start, like, you know when someone starts talking about, like, their second cousin twice removed and the great aunt, and so I start getting confused. But I'm sorry about that. It sounds like you got some bad luck with these shady people cheating. But yeah, the friend's cheating. Scam. But yeah. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't think people have asked me if I've ever been cheated on. Not that I know of. Like, maybe I have been. I really wouldn't be surprised. But not that I've seen. But I have seen some shady things. Like, I remember in college, I was seeing this guy. We weren't official. We were just, like, talking, whatever you call it. And we were talking, and I caught him on Tinder. And I'm like, what the heck, you're on Tinder? You're not going to get off? And he's like, yeah, I'm on Tinder, whatever. I'm like, okay, but, you know, a same person, me now would just be like, I'm done with this person, whatever. But me back then, you know, I was in my crazy era. So I was like, okay, so this is what I did. I downloaded it myself, too. And I just waited until we were hanging out, but they weren't really looking at my phone. I started swiping, and then I noticed they peek over my phone. They say it. They're like, "What? You're on Tinder? You're cheating on me." I'm like, "You had Tinder first." They were like, "Yeah, but you can't be on it." I'm like, "This is not adding up. This is not adding up." Do you know steak? No, I don't know what that is. You are so tea. Thank you. But yeah. Guys, come on, let's hit 160 followers on Twitch. Come on, come on, go on. Oh, you know what? I wanted to do on live. Like today I was rushing so much. I'll have to burp again. I'm sorry, it's from the soda. Excuse me. So today I went to the Harry Potter play. It's called Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. And Tom Felton, if you guys have seen the Harry Potter movies, Tom Felton was Draco Malfoy in the Harry Potter movies. And this was his opening night of playing Draco in the play on Broadway. And so I got to go to like the red carpet and got to go watch the play, which it was awesome. I've never seen such cool special effects. Like the level of special effects in that play reminded me of like a Disney ride but even better. Like that's how crazy it was. But yeah, anyways, I forget where I was going with this. Oh, but I was gonna see if you guys would ever want me to do like a live getting ready for one of those red carpet things. I think that could be fun. Someone said you have so much energy today. I know, I think I'm in such a good mood from seeing the Harry Potter show and like I grew up watching those Harry Potter movies. And so then to see Tom Felton there in the play, like I already love seeing Broadway shows, but that was just like next level cool for me. And he was looking fine in that ponytail wig. What's your favorite Broadway show you have ever seen? That for me will probably be Wicked. I always loved Wicked. It was my favorite show growing up, and then with the movie coming out is awesome. But it's not looking good for me. I really wanted to try to go to the Wicked premiere, right? Like it was my dream. I wanted to go to the first one and did not get invited. I was like, maybe, the second movie, like it's literally my dream. I was trying to ask everyone I knew. I'm like, please, if you have a +1, bring me. Like I never like to ask for favors like that, but I'm like, it's my life dream, right? To go to the Wicked premiere. But unfortunately, I think this might be why I'm not probably not allowed to go to the event. So last year, I'm home for Thanksgiving, right? And I wake up in the morning on Thanksgiving to like a banging on my door. I'm like, what is this? My dad's coming to my room. I'm like, why did you have to wake me up? And he has like the Cheshire Cat grin on his face. And he's like, wake up. And I'm like, okay, it's Thanksgiving. It's not like Christmas where you're opening the presents. I'm like, what is it that you need to wake me up for? And you look so mischievous or whatever there. He's like, you gotta come look at the news. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, you're on the news, like on the Thanksgiving news. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm in bed, half asleep. He's like, come look, everyone is texting me. So I come out there and I'm literally on the morning news of Thanksgiving because I made this video. It was a joke. You know how like people were singing in the theaters of Wicked? And so I made this video like a couple weeks before. I turned off all the lights in my apartment and I was just sitting on my couch and I sang like Defying Gravity bad, like in reference to my old singing videos. And I was like, the riff, but like doing it bad while the movie was playing. And so I made it sound like look like, oh, it was me in the theater. But it was just a joke. Like, if you really look at the video, you could see it's not a theater. I didn't think anything of it. And then it ends up on the Thanksgiving news. And it's like all of them roasting, even Gayle King roasting me, being like, oh, there's people like this girl in the movie theaters ruining the movie for everyone. And then they play my video and they're like roasting my singing, like making fun of it, whatever. I thought it was hilarious. Like, personally, I loved it. Like, some people are like, oh, I'm sorry that happened. I'm like, what? You know me, I like attention. I love being on the news. And especially like, I like stuff that's funny. Like I'm not easily offended. I like getting roasted. So for me, it was great. However, yeah, I wonder if that might be why I can't go see the Wicked premiere, because they're probably like, this girl might sing in the theater. Oh, people are telling me I remember that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, exactly. I wasn't singing in the theater. It's going to be sad to not be on the news this year, I was the talk of the family being on there last time. I always end up randomly on the news. Like, I remember one time my friend's house was robbed and she didn't want to talk. And I was like, I want to be on the news. So her dad just let me go and pretend that I was over when they got robbed so that I could be the one talking on the news. But yeah, crazy things. Do you have a boyfriend? No. I'm very single. I like being single. I like to, hang out with my friends, go out, have fun. I feel like in New York, also the time and like the age of where people try to settle down is different. Like obviously not for everyone, but I feel like it's almost like, Sex in the City, but now we're even like later years, so it's even more back. But I feel like a lot of times my friends from Florida, like at younger ages, get married, start having kids, whatever. Versus like I feel like in New York, like people wait till they're older. Like there'll be dudes that are like 40 years old and they're like, okay, I'm ready to settle down now. I'm like, okay. But yeah, someone said single life is the good life. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I've never really been in like a long relationship. I don't even think I've ever made it a full year in a relationship. Someone said, have you seen Stranger Things? I have, but not all of it. Like I'm behind a little. But yeah, so I don't know. I just like being single. I'm like, okay, because theoretically, like if you do get married, you have your whole life to be with that person. So the whole, like from the point you get married on, you're married. Hopefully, unless you get divorced. But I'm like, so why am I going to try to rush it? Why not? Like, imagine I do get married in a few years. Like, why would I not? Like, I'd rather have the extra years of being single first to just like do my thing and not have to, compromise with someone or like, take what other people want in consideration. Someone said dating these days is awful. I don't know. But yeah. Do you want to ever get married eventually? I don't think so, to be honest. I want to do like a whole live about this, like with marriage and kids, because Angels and I have like different viewpoints. So I always think it's interesting when two people have different opinions and then you could talk about like the pros and cons. I'm not going to say I never would, because who knows, I might change my mind. But I feel like a lot of my friends when we were younger, like they would grow up being like, oh, I want this type of wedding ring and this type of wedding dress and stuff like that. And I just never had that. Like I never was like, oh, picturing a wedding in my mind, like being excited for it or any of that stuff. So it's just never really been a thing I want. Kids have never been a thing I want. So again, like I'm not sure. I mean, maybe at some point. Wait, someone said you're greedy because you said if someone had money toilet paper, you would just take it. But then you say you blew up the bathroom when you really took the money. I don't know. When I say stuff in my videos, I'm just joking, y'all. I would never actually rob someone. Like, I always joke, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I would rob someone for this person or whatever. I would never rob someone. I would feel guilty. Like, I think one time I walked out of the store accidentally taking something, and I felt so guilty. I ran right back in there. I'm like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. I walked out with this on accident. Like, I would not rob. And I'm not greedy. Like, I joke about stuff, but I'm not greedy. Like, I don't know. Like, for me, I'm like, I like my life. I don't need anything else, I have my apartment. I don't need, like, a huge house or anything. Someone said I agree about the kid part. Yeah, because I feel like, well, the other thing is with the kid, like, you can't really test it out, and then once you make that decision, you can't go back. So then it's like, what if you're like, oh, wait, I actually don't like this? Well, that's too bad. You have at least 18 years, and it's really like a for life commitment. So why am I going to do that? It's not like something you can buy from the store, and then, you have 30 days to return or exchange. Like, excuse me, like once you have a kid, that's it. So why would I risk it? I don't know. That's not for me. When is your birthday? September 4th. Oh my gosh, I think. If you had to, would you rather get married or have kids? If I had to do one, get married, because then you could just divorce. Problem solved. Kids, there's nothing you could do. Someone said I have 7 kids, I'd take 12 more. Wow. You're a stronger person than me. And I think that's, a nice thing that people do. It's just me personally. I don't know if it's for me, to be honest with you. 158 on Twitch. Let's go. Can we try? Please, guys, can we try to hit 160 followers on Twitch? Come on. Don't be stingy. It's free. It's literally free. Please. Follow me on Twitch. I'm begging. What do I have to do? Do I have to show my feet? Is that what I have to do? You let me know. Why did I get so thirsty all of a sudden? I don't know. But yeah. Someone said I think you're a 7 out of 10. Thanks, I guess. Hi Abigail. The chat is moving fast. Let's hit 165. I agree. But first, I want to hit 160. Come on, guys. Where are you from? I'm from Florida. Someone said, would you rather have kids or kiss a frog? Kiss a frog. I could just get drunk, kiss the frog real quick, and that's it. Kids are for life. For life. Someone said if you show feet, I'm leaving. Sorry, I don't like feet. No, I was kidding. I was kidding, y'all. If you had kids, would you want a boy or a girl? Probably a girl, because I feel like it would be fun. Come on, guys. We are 2 people away. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. Let's get to 160 followers. But yeah, a lot of people said that they would want to see like a live getting ready for a red carpet, which I think would be super fun. So I just would have to figure out a setup. Because I can't like fit all this equipment in my bathroom. So I just have to get a mirror out here or something. But yeah. Okay, any other tea that you guys want to know? Come on now. Come on. Ask me any tea. I got you. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Hi, Sky. I like the color of your eyes. Thank you. Try to get the lighting a little brighter in here. I have another light that the cord is broken, so hopefully soon I'll have it set up. People keep asking me if I have a boyfriend. No, I'm single. I enjoy being single. I love your videos so much. Thank you. Sorry, y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. It's the soda doing that to me. It's the soda. I can't help it. I can't help it. I drink soda all the time. But yeah, it's so good. It's so good. You know what's my favorite thing? Going to the movies. It's not even just for the movie, but like going to the movies, getting a popcorn and a crisp Diet Coke. Because you know what? I do like the cans, but I love when you go to like get a McDonald's Coke, like it's in the cup with the ice and it's crispy. Oh, now I want to do that. This soda, someone asked me what soda this is. It's called Black Cherry Zevia. So it's soda sweetened with stevia, which I just drink this at night because it doesn't have caffeine or sugar. So that way I could still fall asleep early. Guys, come on. 2 more people. 2 more people follow on Twitch. Please. Please, it's free. It's free. Come on, help a girl out. Help a girl achieve her dreams. Come on. Okay, let me see. Yes, I live in New York. What happened to your millionaire friend? I'm still friends with her. Next movie I see will be Avatar 3. Oh my gosh, is that coming out soon? I had no idea. Someone said you have a slight New Jersey accent. You know what's crazy? People always tell me I have an accent. Like, when I grew up in Florida, no one told me I have an accent. And then now here, everyone tells me. But no one can tell me what it is. Like, sometimes people are like, yeah, you do sound like Florida. Sometimes people tell me I sound like New York. But I really don't know. So, I don't know what accent. Thank you guys. You guys are so nice. Who's the most famous person in your contacts? I actually don't know. Let me think. I don't think I have anyone super famous in my contacts. Like a lot of TikTokers, but not like a Charlie D'Amelio or anything. But yeah, happy birthday, B. I like your earrings. Thank you. You know, I DoorDash these for like $5. When I was in Indiana, Post Malone. I don't actually know Post Malone, like the singer. That's a nickname that my friend and I have for one of my exes. Yeah, these hoops. So I was in Indiana at the was it All-Star Weekend? Yeah, for the WNBA, right? So I'm there and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to walk this carpet. I forgot to pack earrings. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? I look on DoorDash and this random grocery store had these hoop earrings for $5 and I love them and wear them all the time. I forget what it started with an M. I forget what it's called, like a grocery store. It started with an M, but I don't think they have it here. So, oh my gosh, I have to burp again. I see 34 people on Twitch. I know 2 of you can follow me. I know 2 of you could follow me. 35 people. I know 2 of you could follow me to help me get to 160. It's free. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And it would make my day. Come on now. Someone said Angels mentioned Post Malone. Yeah. So it wasn't, so I did not date the actual Post Malone, okay? That's just a nickname we use for one of my exes so that we can communicate. Angels and I, if we're referring to a certain story, we want to know who we're talking about, but I'm not trying to say people's actual names. That's why we say Post Malone. Someone said I would follow you, but I don't know how. I have it in the pinned on my YouTube live is my Twitch. But yeah, guys, come on. Wait, we hit 160! We hit 160! Oh, I'm sorry to my neighbor. Sorry, neighbor. Thank you for helping me hit 160. Oh my gosh. Angels is gonna be so happy when I tell her we're getting closer and closer to 200, guys. My goal is 250 followers by the end of the month. I'm gonna be streaming more and more. I just really love streaming. I really love talking to you guys. I think it's so fun because I've been posting videos for like a few years now, and I read my comments. I read everything, and I don't reply to all of them. I try to reply when I can, and as many as I can. But I feel like it's not as much of like a conversation versus like on here on stream. I feel like I'm actually talking to you guys because it's live. So like I could say things, you could say things, I could read it, and we're like talking to each other. So now I'm like, should I start going live every day? I just really like it. Like I think this is so much fun. I can't, you know what? I told you guys I was gonna spill influencer tea, and I feel like I didn't give enough, but I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Anything else crazy? Nah, I feel like I told most of the stuff. It's mostly just people being shady, clout chasers. But not everyone's like that, actually. A lot of people are super nice. And I've met a lot of people recently, too, that are cool. So I'm making, like, plans with people to hang out. Because most of my friends aren't influencers. Most of my friends I know from, like, school or whatever or through mutuals. And so I really like that. All my friends are, like, in different industries. Like, some of them are in fashion. Some of them are lawyers. Some of them work in tech. Like, I just think it's really cool to be friends with, like, people who do all different things because you get all different perspectives and stuff like that. But I do think it would be fun to also hang out with people who are creators too, because then it could be fun to make videos together and stuff like that. And sometimes you could, talk about similar experiences and stuff. Can you give me a shout out? Oh, good luck on your basketball game, Quincy. Yeah. Oh, someone said girls' night. Yes, next time. Someone said, are you friends with Brooke Monk? I have never met her. I've seen her videos before. Are Sarah and Angels your best friends? There are some of them. Yeah. I feel like I have a lot of best friends. They're probably like the 2 friends that I hang out with the most. Because I hang out with them a lot. Jeremiah or Conrad? I still need to watch more of the show. But I would say probably... Wait, who's the one? Conrad, right? Jeremiah's the cringy one. I actually have do they live in New York? Because one time I was at a basketball game and the guy who played Conrad was there, and then there was, I forget which one. Some people from that show were at the movies I was at the other day. Are you friends with any other YouTuber? Yeah, I'm trying to think which of my friends do YouTube because I forget who does what. But yeah. Someone got a girlfriend. Congrats. I want to be an interior designer. I think that is so cool. I'm very excited to decorate my my apartment. I need to work on it. Have you visited India? No, but I really want to go. A lot of my friends have gone, and I want to get someone who's been to go with me so they could tell me all the fun places to go. Any answer other than Conrad would be incorrect. Facts. But guys, don't forget, just because we hit 160, not me being thirsty, just because we hit 160 doesn't mean that you can't keep following, you know? We could hit 161. That would be nice too. Not me being thirsty again, but come on. It's okay. Like we could hit 161, we could hit 162 if anyone wants to follow. What's your fave place you travel to? I went to Taormina, which is in Sicily. If anyone watched The White Lotus, that was the season 2, the one where they were all cheating on each other. That's where they filmed. But I'm also, like, my family is from Sicily, so that's also why I wanted to go. Excuse me. And it was so nice there. I planned it last minute, and I did, like, a mafia tour. I did all kinds of stuff. It was super fun. But, yeah. Oh, I'm trying to read these, but they're going fast. Thank you, guys. Oh, people keep asking me about Jeremiah and Conrad. I would say I am team Conrad. Because all I've seen are those weird clips of Jeremiah's terrible flirting, giving me the ick. I can't do it. I can't do it. But yeah. Oh, people said some big influencers never chatted like this. Usually too many people in chats. Yeah. I'm new to streaming, but I like chatting with people on here. I feel like it's so fun. I feel like we're all like on a group FaceTime together. And I really enjoy that. I keep looking at the monitor, and I need to remember to look at the camera. I forget. But like the chat is here. Someone said, have you ever tried playing video games? So I used to play a lot of games. During COVID, I played Fortnite every single night. Now it's been years, so I'm probably bad at it. But I kind of want to play games on here. Like, would you guys want to watch that? Like, okay, anybody know cool math games? Anyone know cool math games? Elevation and stuff? Or like Zach and Cody Pizza Party? Games like that. Like, I feel like that would be really fun. Or like Pop Tropica, Dress to Impress, you know, stuff like that. I think that would be so fun. You know what I mean? Should I play games? Like, would you guys watch it? Because I'll buy a computer. Right now, I don't have a, PC. Someone said for sure. That's why I'm on Twitch. Yes. Everyone's saying yes. Okay, I'll do that. I love doing like fashion games or like things like that. Like fun little games. I'm not trying to play serious video games. Okay? I'm not trying to play COD. Like I used to play that at home. Yeah, everyone's saying Dress to Impress. Oh, cool math games. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, everyone's saying Dress to Impress. Okay. So maybe that's what I'll do. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitch then if you want to see the games. Because I can't play the games on here. I don't know how. So Twitch, it's my pinned one on there. I'm gonna log off in a couple minutes because I need to just go chug some water. I'm very thirsty, and I think talking a lot is what is making me thirsty, making my mouth dry. So before I log off, if you want to not miss the next stream, make sure people say they love Dress to Impress. Alyssa plays that. Yeah, I want to play that. Okay, make sure to follow me on Twitch. It's linked right here. Hurry before I go. I'm gonna go in a minute. But thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I'll be back. I think next time will be Angels, and I think we'll be, you know, doing some more gossip and stuff like that. But I wanted to still stream, even though she couldn't be here today. And I am gonna bring other friends. I have other friends that want to come on. I have a lot of fun New York City friends, so I want to bring different people, get different opinions. You know, we're gonna argue over different juicy topics. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. And that was super fun. I love gossiping people. Yes, me too. I'm glad we can admit it, okay? I'm so tired of people who are like, oh, I don't gossip. I don't like gossip. Of course, you don't want to be mean gossip or spreading rumors, but like little gossip here and there, it's okay. It's fun. We can admit that we like it. Okay. Anyways, I love you guys. I will see you on my next stream. I'm going to keep streaming. I've been streaming twice a week, like every week, but I think, why do I want to start streaming every day? Like, why is this so fun? I really love it. Anyways, thank you guys for subscribing. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch. It's in the pin. It's in the pin thing. Follow me on Twitch. Come on, let me be thirsty the last 30 seconds of this. But anyways, love you guys so much. And I'll see you in the next stream. Bye. I'll be back next time. Oh, yay. Thank you. See you guys next time. Bye.